again, I don't want to disparage everyone that's there, but because the organizers of these protests associate pro-Palestine being anti-Australian, because they do not like Australia and they hate the Australian flag. And you're seeing it there. A bloke walked in with the Australian flag. It shouldn't be controversial. Shouldn't be controversial. They're not at war with Australia. But what does someone there do? Just sucker punch the guy from the side. That's how much the Australian flag incenses this group of activists and this pro-Palestinian movement. And it's disgraceful to see it. Many Australians would be sympathetic to the suffering of civilians, whether it be in Gaza or any other conflict around the world. And by and large, Australians, Westerners are kind-hearted people.
Yep.
They have Christian, moral, ethical values that they see suffering, death as something that shouldn't be happening, because in our societies, we're so lucky that we don't have to live such an existence. And so we understand sacred life is and how we need to protect that. So that can be true. I think Australians don't want to see the suffering, but at the same time, I don't believe that Australians support this anti-Australian part of this movement, where it's very in your face. They can't stand the Australian flag. The guy that sucker punched him was one of these kind of, purple-haired, blue-haired freaks from that activist class that we have. And like you mentioned before, Nash Imagining, one of the lead organizers here in Melbourne and around Australia for the pro-Palestine movement, he called the Australian flag just a piece of silk in response to whether he would condemn the burning of the flag or not during last Sunday in Melbourne. He said he wouldn't condemn it. And you're seeing, again, just how much hate they have for Australia. We have to come to terms with the fact that even though we might be humanitarian and we might want to see people's lives saved and we want to, support that side of things, there is no way that we as a society in Australia should be supporting this anti-Australian movement.